Hello everyone, welcome to today's amazing story. Xiang returned to his room as Arrietty's dad got out searching for a new home. Right in front, Spiller, a tiny person, saw Arrietty and was instantly drawn, fearing to miss the chance. The little people were worried they were all alone, but Spiller reassured them that others were still living it up elsewhere. This news solidified their decision to move. Arrietty borrowed Spiller's bow but quickly realized she was no match for it, while Spiller pulled it back like a... Spiller was transparent, a stark contrast to fierce little Xiang. Invited for dinner, he whipped out a stick as gourmet food. He insisted it was delicious. Spiller brought them a new life, despite the hardships of living outdoors. At least it was better than dependence. Finally, Arrietty watched Spiller soar, her face longing for freedom, wishing daily flight. The next day, Xiang's grandma left in a hurry. Xiang called for Chun home, like a detective searching for someone. Getting no response, she put her plan into action. Meanwhile, Mom and Arrietty sewed back. Arrietty finally realized they were really moving, but she didn't think all humans were dangerous and wondered why her parents were so paranoid. Because there were previously two families of little people here, and now they were MIA. But before they knew it, the house started shaking violently. The living room roof was lifted, a big hand reached in. Mom wanted to fight back, but the table blocked her path. Then the kitchen wall was lifted, and before she could react, a tiny kitchen came crashing down. Mom fainted dead away, and the big hand even caught her with the sofa, then put the roof back on like nothing happened. Dad burst through the door, shocked by the transformed room, but relieved that Mom was okay, while Mom was dreaming sweetly about her new kitchen. Turns out it was all Xiang's doing, hoping Elijah's family can live a better life. As Xiang rushed upstairs, Chan accidentally found the tiny kitchen tools dropped on the stairs, raising her suspicion. Xiang's kindness didn't cheer Arrietty, it made Elijah's dad feel impending dread. So they decided to move immediately. Just as they were about to leave, Arrietty went to the lawn to say goodbye to Xiang, who innocently asked if after getting Elijah's consent, she finally got a good look at her for the first time, and even though she was only the size of a thumb, she was an elegant girl with a determined gaze, and at first sight, Spiller was captivated by her charm, but now, the psychological burden crept in, making it hard for him to let go. Xiang felt she shouldn't have given away the kitchen without permission. But if Arrietty actually left, how long could they manage to survive outside on their own anyway? Xiang soon learned she'd be undergoing heart surgery with a low chance of success, and she had practically given up on living. Initially wanting to protect Arrietty, she didn't expect her good intentions would force Elijah's family to leave. At this moment, Chan watched their conversation from a distance, as if she were watching a soap opera unfold, her emotions all over the place. Lost in thought, she finally noticed a small sword and handle in the corner as she was about to greet Arrietty. Lifting the floorboards, she indeed found Elijah's mom. Hearing the commotion, Arrietty sensed trouble, so she hurried home, while Chan trapped Elijah's mom in a glass jar, sealing it with cling film, as if conducting a little experiment. She poked holes with a toothpick for Mom to breathe, placed her in the storage room, ready to tell Xiang's grandma about her discovery. When Arrietty returned home, her mom was already MIA. She noticed the fallen teapot and the moved ceiling, and she realized someone must have kidnapped her mom. She had no choice but to seek help from Xiang. Seeing Arrietty looking worried, Xiang reached out and gently assured her she'd help. She lifted Arrietty onto her shoulder and headed for the door, only to find it was locked. Chan had locked it up behind their backs. Xiang decided to escape through the window next door, but to her surprise, it was locked. Luckily, Arrietty managed to slip through a gap, and with her strength, we successfully opened the window. Xiang guessed that Chan frequently visited the storage area, so she quickly headed there with Arrietty. Even though her heart couldn't handle strenuous activity, Xiang ran like she was on a caffeine high, determined not to give up. They should have found Elijah's mom sooner to escape the danger, but after rummaging through, they still came up empty-handed. Hearing Chan's voice outside, Arrietty quickly hid in the cabinet, and Xiang's sudden appearance startled Chan. Xiang pretended to be thirsty and asked Chan for a glass of milk, hoping to distract her. As Chan closely examined the warehouse, Xiang suspected Elijah's mom might be hidden inside. So Xiang dashed into the storage area and, lo and behold, found Mom. Arrietty used a pin to pop the cling film and successfully rescued her mom. After Chan left, Xiang followed her out. But when Mom saw Xiang, she freaked out and backed away. Arrietty calmed her down while gazing at Xiang. Although she couldn't say thank you, her eyes were filled with gratitude, just as Xiang's grandma returned home. Chan rushed forward to tell Grandma about discovering the little people. But when she opened the board, all she found was a pile of trash. Seeing Grandma didn't believe her, she took her to Xiang's room, claiming they had stolen the tiny kitchen. But when Chan opened it, she was stunned once more. There was the tiny kitchen, unexpectedly all neat and tidy. She knew it was Xiang, but was helpless. To clear her name, she hurried downstairs for the glass jar. However, Grandma caught a whiff of vanilla from the teapot, and when she opened it, discovered a real leaf inside. Only then did she realize little people lived there. But when Xiang arrived, the jar was empty. That night, Elita's family planned to slip away under the cover of darkness, but Dad suddenly turned off the lights and told Mom to keep quiet. It turned out a raccoon had scampered past them, causing their hearts to skip a beat. Enjoying our story? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay connected. See you in the next episode.